Tonight, we're going to be your guide for a safer New Year's Eve right here in Reno. We've taken expert security analysis and broken it all down into a step-by-step plan to help you handle the biggest party of the year.
So, you know the scene. New Year's Eve in Reno. You got the fireworks, the parties, the massive crowds. It's an incredible amount of energy. But let's be honest, are you really ready for it?
You know, the secret to a great night out actually starts way before you even think about leaving the house. So, let's walk through the essential pre-party game plan.
Okay, let's look at this list. I want you to pay close attention to that very first point, the meeting spot. Security experts say this is absolutely critical. Why? Because when that clock strikes midnight, everyone pulls out their phone, the cell towers get completely jammed, and your phone might as well be a brick. Having that physical place to regroup if you get separated is a total lifesaver.
And this next one, it's a huge one in our digital world. It's the post-later strategy. It is so tempting to share those amazing photos and videos the second you take them, right? But what you're really doing is broadcasting to the world, hey, my house is empty right now. Security professionals are practically begging everyone, just wait. Share all those awesome memories when you're back home safe and sound. So, you're all prepped and ready to head out the door. Now, let's talk about actually getting there and moving through a city that's in full-on celebration mode. And the first thing we have to talk about is the drive. I want you to just look at this number for a second. 47%. That is nearly half of all traffic deaths in our state. It's a really sobering statistic, and it's exactly why law enforcement takes New Year's Eve so incredibly seriously. Yeah, so authorities are not messing around. The Joining Forces initiative is going to be in full effect, which is basically code for a massive increase in police presence. You should absolutely expect to see saturation patrols out there, and they'll be specifically targeting impaired drivers around hotspots like downtown and midtown. Now, if you are driving and parking, this checklist right here is your new best friend. Vehicle break-ins can be a real problem downtown, so make this a routine. Park somewhere bright with people around. Have your keys in your hand before you even get to the car. And always, always, always scan the area and look inside your car before you get in. It's a simple habit that can deter anyone looking for an easy target. Here's a crucial pro tip for dealing with crowds. Doesn't matter if you're watching the fireworks at the Arch or just walking down Virginia Street, stick to the edges. If you try to push through the center of a dense crowd, you're basically trapped. It's incredibly hard to get out if you need to. Stay on the periphery where you always have an escape route. Okay, you've made it to the party. Now, whether you're in a giant casino or a small neighborhood bar, your situational awareness is your number one tool. It's your best defense. First responders recommend making this a habit every single time you walk into a crowded space. What's the first thing you do? Find 2 exits. Not just the one you came in, because that's where everybody is going to run in an emergency. And don't forget that city ordinance about no glass or metal containers in public after 6 p.m. It's there for a good reason. All right, now we have to talk about a very serious threat, and that's drink spiking. This is the awful act of someone putting drugs into a person's drink without them knowing. The really scary part is that these drugs are often totally colorless and odorless, which makes them almost impossible to detect just by looking. So, what can you look for? Well, experts point to a few subtle signs. Maybe your drink looks a little foggy when it shouldn't, or it has some weird bubbling. But honestly, the most important sign is your own body. If you suddenly feel way more intoxicated than you know you should be, that is a huge red flag. You have to trust that feeling. And if you suspect anything is wrong even for a second, you need to follow this protocol. Don't wait. Immediately tell a friend you trust and find venue security. And whatever you do, do not leave that place alone or with someone you just met. And please, get medical attention. It's so important for your health and for any potential investigation later. You know, safety isn't just about protecting yourself. It's about all of us looking out for each other. You have a direct role to play and real power as an active bystander. And this framework, the 5 Ds, is a fantastic set of tools to help someone who might be in a bad situation. And the cool thing is, you don't have to be a hero. You can simply distract by creating a small interruption, like asking for the time. You can delegate by grabbing a bouncer. You can delay by checking in with the person afterward to make sure they're okay. These are 5 clear, actionable things you can do to make a real difference. All right, the party is winding down, and now we get to the final, and you could argue the most important piece of the puzzle: getting home safely. And here it is, maybe the best option for so many of us. The RTC's Safe RIDE program is completely free. From 6 p.m. on New Year's Eve until 2 a.m. on New Year's Day, you can hop on any RTC bus for free. It's a fantastic service designed specifically to stop impaired driving and get everyone home in one piece. Now, in a worst-case scenario, and let's hope it never comes to this, it's important to know your rights. In Nevada, we have both the castle doctrine for a place you occupy, like your home or car, and stand your ground laws for public spaces. In simple terms, this generally means you don't have a legal duty to retreat from a threat, but, and this is the crucial part, any force you use has to be proportional to that threat. So when you put it all together, what does this all come down to? It's about being proactive. It's about planning your ride home before you even leave. It's knowing how to help someone in a crowd. Safety is an active choice you make. So the question is, this New Year's, what will you choose to do to make sure you have a great, safe start to the year?